the players look like they are ready. It's going to be Terry Bogart versus Min Min. And obviously we know what Min Min does. Distance Demon, quoted by Sakurai. You know, keeping the opponents at bay, edge guards you for days. And Terry is great when you get up close, but
the issue is how you're going to get in close on Min Min.
How are you going to recover when you're wrong once? That's what I'm concerned about. You know, normally Terry is able to mix you up because you're a little worried about maybe he's going to do intangible up special. There's a lot of tools, but Min Min doesn't care. Min Min's safely on stage dealing with it.
You have to make the most of those situations because if you don't, how often are you going to get them again? Especially with how often Min Min can wall you out. One of the big things is going to be crack shoot for Terry, but the question is, can you even get it?
Trying to get it right now, and again, Willy started off great, but we're seeing the rinse and repeat. You're off stage and you stay. Man, oh man, Terry's not allowed into the club. Cool Kids Club, Pinkfresh only.
I will say one of Pink's main things, you know, I've been watching this Min Min for 2 years at this point. Pink will sometimes just miss the optimal Ram spot by like a step, and it doesn't cost him all the time, but he really should have been dead off that one at tree, and the Ram just barely didn't go underneath.
And now, if you're Pinkfresh, you used to have your composure, you've been in this position plenty of times, but
he got spiked by that.
You're getting combos. You might be dead. No, oh my God! Somehow Willy not able to find it. Part 2.
We're so bad.
Part 2, 3 stocks to 1. Willy saying, "I'm here to play."
I will say, the SDI to get out the first one was great, but you could see the jab SDI coming from Pink, and it still wasn't enough. He was flying all over the place. And
Southwest, okay. No. But I mean, just stellar performance from Willy so far, keeping this pressure up. We were talking about how are you going to get in. Willy not having an issue at all right now. Parallel parking all over Pinkfresh's face.
Yeah, it just seems right now Pink can't get that space.
No.
Willy is just rushing in. They are not waiting. They're using any move that they have that can get them as far as possible, because that's not going to take it, but going to go out and try to use neutral. Don't jump, and that's it. That's the game. I imagine Pink probably is going to run it back. It felt very not awful. Unfortunately, he just got hit on a platform at 30%.
Yeah, it felt like one of those "this just happens." You know, sometimes you're playing the game, and look, it happens. You mess up once, you're in a poor position, your opponent gets going, and it's okay. Sometimes you got to just throw it away, say, hey, it's not the end of the world. Keep your composure. Go into the next game with a better game plan and execution than the game before.
Also, I want to take a note that Pink spent more time looking at that, the song choices than he did like what stage to go to.
But he said the music mattered. We're going to find out if this is indeed enough for him.
Choosing an Animal Crossing Wild World Brawl. And I think Pink has a better understanding of what he can do now and what Willy can do in return.
Only to this beat, though. Because that other beat wasn't working. He's like, I don't know. This isn't the cookout I like to go to.
Yeah, we even see that one of the main issues was Pink was consistently committing to things. Which is like, yeah, if Willy gets hit by it, but then you have to go against a FGC character who's finding their way in.
Yeah. And I mean, right now, a little bit better for Pink. One big difference is this nair out of shield. Willy was getting away with all the pressure before. This time, Pinkfresh is just nairing out a shield, and it's either hitting Willy or giving him space, which he or take either of those with Min Min.
Yep. And Go is online and returning random hitting. That is
trade, but not awful, in your favor.
Pretty sure that was just awful DI coming out from Pink there.
Really unfortunate. I mean, if it was timed a little bit better, Pinkfresh wouldn't even have traded. So a little bit unfortunate right there for Pinkfresh.
That could be a stock, should be a stock. There it is.
Pretty easy. You know, going for that move, a very, very easy to whiff punish when you have as much range as a Min Min. Missed the grab right there, though. Rolls back into it. Really unfortunate stuff. Gonna make it back, but you're off stage. You're getting pressured. Willy feeling like he's in a fantastic position at the moment.
One of Pink's favorite things to do is that jump off ledge into something. And Terry surprisingly has really good options in the form of Nair. Nair covers so much space and it combos into a lot. So the fact that he can cover Pink's habits is going to be huge.
Definitely is.
That priority is awful. Wait,
was able to get the hit. You are a goner.
So
Pinkfresh trailing by quite a bit.
I was talking about that power. You can make that power down consistently safe, and Pink has paid the price for that a few times a set. Go is online now, though, but you're not going to let Willy play with that as you just follow the power dunk movement and kill him with Megawatt. And Terry's, I would say, I think Pink is just not understanding how safe Terry is.
Possibly. I think also, surprisingly, I want to say that Pink isn't being as patient as we're accustomed to seeing him be. I think Pink is saying, look, I know I can hit all of these with whiff punishes, but if Pink messes up barely, he's taking so much damage for it.
That could just legitimately be it. But using the jump there, so don't jump from that ledge.
Did it, and it worked. Big damage put on a Willy as well, sitting at 90%. Go meter is alive. Is Pinkfresh going to let you use it? Punishes the landing as well. Willy, it's so scary. How do you get off this ledge? Whip for an up smash, took the risk.
You didn't get the second hit of down, so that shouldn't be it. But off stage, what are you going to do?
Oh, it feels like it's it. There's no way Pink's letting him back.
But did. That's exactly what he did. But
yeah.
you try to buster roll from across the stage against Min.
Yeah. Very, very risky. Not a lot of respect put on not just the player, but also the character's tools in that scenario.
There's, a lot of players have tools to deal that on reaction. Min probably has the longest time to react to that.
Time, and it's safe.
Yeah.
Like, what are you worried about? So just kudos to Pinkfresh for bringing it back. You could tell that Pinkfresh, there was a moment when he's kind of like, this shouldn't really be happening, because he was fully aware that he should have lost stock a little bit earlier, but somehow did not lose that composure, and hey, we take those.
And I mean, we talked about how long Pink's been around. He doesn't really get nervous or whatever.
Yeah.
Willy hasn't been around that long. So, I mean,
true.
especially like, Willy's a good player, and they've seen some highs before, but I don't know how often, they're put into positions like this, where it's doable, but if you lose your composure, it's just over for you.
There's certain players you're not allowed to lose your composure against, and Pinkfresh is one of them.
Pink is one of them. Especially, that could be a stock. No, not going to be able to get the dare.
And so, very interesting right there. Pinkfresh got on stage and then took the risk of doing the down smash. Didn't just take the safety and said, hey, I want to get some damage as well. Really risky, especially because Willy has been opening up Pinkfresh so much off of any opening.
Yeah, and using the Megawatt there just to push back. That could just be it. No, going to get Sour Spot.
Oh my goodness.
That was a call out, and it wasn't calling anything there.
And are we going to see the go meter attempt from Willy? Is Pinkfresh going to back up and maybe even try to bait it out intentionally? Oh my gosh.
That's it. Yeah, across the stage, the up smash going to whiff, and that's just a jab Buster Wolf. But
what a read from Pink.
Also, I just realized these are two fighting game characters.
I mean, okay, are we really calling ours a fighting game?
Put some respect on arms.
All right, man. I'll put some respect. I'm not putting any respect. I can't even find a scenario, okay?
But you can see, combo, that's dead. Town City, nope. Town City Blast are so small, and they're definitely assisting Willy here in those situations where you can get those jab combos.
Oh, you took a risk right there. You're off stage. Are you coming back? Yes, you are. Willy able to get that air dodge, and Pinkfresh just uncharacteristically not punishing it.
That's a really good switch to Megawatt in the instant use of it. And especially because he did that all, by the way, within the time Willy was air dodging.
Yeah. So that's why I'm surprised that Pinkfresh is missing some of these air dodge punishes, because of things like this. An elevator ride to your doom. Willy going all the way up, but he's the only one coming back down.
The invincibility from that up B was definitely won in the end, because we saw Pink trying to go for a nair, and the fact that he just couldn't get it out in time to actually hit the vulnerable part of Terry, let them lose in the stock. Although, we should not be letting Terry get this free pressure in the corner. And we're finally seeing Pink not letting him do that.
Oh my gosh. Right now, it's not that Pink is really finding openings. It's that Willy is being entirely too aggressive. Willy's trying to play before it's his turn, and he might pay for it. I don't know if he's coming back. He's on that platform. Somehow Pinkfresh missing it. Go meter is alive. We're going to see if Willy gets a chance to use it.
Wait,
and he does?
And I think Pink got caught DIing terribly. I do not think that was anything close to optimal DI.
I think the bigger issue is just, Pink wasn't ready for it.
No one was.
That's the only time that Power Geyser was actually used, I think, the entire set by Willy.
Most of the time, that move is relatively not good. It's a laggy move. The hitbox is more like, it's more vertical, which isn't like a bad thing, but you're not really put in many situations where it connects, except like at maybe low percents. But why wouldn't you use Buster Wolf at that point? Because I'm pretty sure that does more damage.
Yeah, but It came when it was needed.
Yeah.
Willy up 2-1 right now over Pinkfresh, 1-1 away from advancing to winter finals.
And Pink, we talked about how Pink has been able to keep his composure. Sometimes they still crumble. But this is not one of those situations looking like.
Yeah. Pink looking a lot better out the gate right now, but again, the game doesn't start until Terry Bogard hits 100. That go meter is alive. It's a whole nother game right now. Power guys are coming into play. Pinkfresh not ready for a second time.
Well, he has to drop the shield there, otherwise the shield breaks. That's pretty much like a true setup, I'm pretty sure. If, you either take the damage, that killed. You either take the damage or you...
Shield break.
Yeah, deal the shield break.
You could parry.
You could parry, but you have to have, like, one thing, balls of steel to do that.
Look, man, I need
Which
you to parry.
Minmin does have a ball of steel, so.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that was a great follow-up.
Yeah. Willy fully aware exactly where Pink wanted to go. Pink was terrified over there. Willy capitalizing, but it doesn't change the fact that Willy is at 80% on this second stock. Pinkfresh is looking like a brand new player right now.
But trying to land there, but still going to be able to make it back. Early jump should be fine. The first tether is always the longest.
And Nick, you've talked about this. Pinkfresh is always aggressively jumping off that ledge, and Willy has not found a way to punish it yet.
Yeah, and that jab wasn't, that should be a punish in the up B? Yeah. And that's going to be the stock. 92%. So if you're Pinky, I think this is actually rather fine because it doesn't give Willy the go straight off the bat.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about it right away. And right now, Pink is just not getting hit by anything anyway, but as soon as I say that, one straight hit comes into play, but it's only one hit, which is really fortunate for Pinkfresh.
Lost a jump there. But Clank, the priority on arms is awful. It has awful priority. We saw it there, the uppy clanked with it.
Well, he might have been intangible at that point, to be fair.
No, it wasn't intangible legs there.
I'm going to go with it.
The legs, you could tell by the leg color. It was normal.
Look, Sakurai made a great game, okay? Intangible right now.
But we can see, I think this is like
oh my gosh.
Oh, he's dead.
Yo, finish your plate, okay? We were hungry.
The early cut, too? That was disrespectful.
Yeah, Pinkfresh tying it back up and doing it with a statement, taking the jump, finding the mark, and then just immediately going off stage and saying, look, you can't come back. It's a checkmate scenario. All I got to do is hit this C-stick at the right time.
Yeah, and Pink, like you said, that was the most solid lead we've seen Pink have.
Yes.
And he took it and he ran. And that's, you talk about it, if he needs to press a C-stick at the right time, and bam, he's in a good position. But I think we're probably running it back to town. This stage definitely benefits both characters.
And we're at a game 5, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like we should use a League of Legends term and call it Silver Scrapes. Shout out to Team Liquid making it to game 5 versus NRG if anyone is indeed watching the LCS.
Yeah, however, speaking of a game 5, right now, Pink trying to get out of this corner, but just gonna grab it. Risky grab, why not?
I mean, why not? There's a lot of reasons. You're sitting at 80% right now versus Willy, who has brought you to a game 5. I don't know if I'm taking any risk at the moment.
I will say Willy's parries, though, have been really consistent, and they've all been really good because, you can't often get in on Min as a character, especially when you don't have the greatest tools like the FGC characters do. So the fact that Willy's able to consistently parry and get stuff off it is huge.
Definitely is. That auto turnaround coming into play. Oh my gosh, you're off stage. You might not make it back. What a poor position to be in. Somehow Willy makes it back with a roll on stage, though.
These spot dodges have been really good from Willy. He's been able to get around so much that he probably shouldn't have. That just didn't hit Willy.
That's the second down air that came out of the blue from Pinkfresh. Really making great use of it.
Oh, you risked it all there.
The waiting arms.
A full stage bust off, and you just missed, too. Like, you weren't even that far off. If you moved forward, if you landed just like a little bit forward, you would have connected that.
Well, it's one of those things where was it that he was a little far off because he did it too far? Did Pinkfresh back up just enough and was aware of where it would stop? Yeah, and I'm a lot more likely to feel like it was the latter.
Yep. Really has to try to find a way to take the stock now. The way he's moving, he's looking like it. Uppy, yep.
That should be it. Indeed is. Pinkfresh almost DIing and living, but does drop that stock. 49% lead. It is indeed climbing.
Oh, but you sent them inside.
Yeah, not where you want. Terry, you want off stage. It's a lot easier to get your damage when he's off stage.
Yeah, it's 110. That go is active.
Nice down air. Pinkfresh is 3 for 3 on this, okay?
Wait, this is huge, actually. He shouldn't die here, but that's damage, and now you're off stage versus Terry.
Does manage to make it back. Risky down smash.
You're living, too. It's going to live the back hit of that megawatt in there, but...
And that was just a beautiful bait. You know, Pinkfresh just jumping beside Willy, landing with him, waiting for the air dodge, and punching with the down smash. You know, talk about courageous.
Willy has been consistently air dodging, too. That dash attack is so stupid, by the way. It lasts for so long.
All right. Great stuff. Got the parry. What's the punish? Down tilt. The juggles are beginning. Willy air dodging to the ground. Pinkfresh has been punishing it time and time again. If you're Willy, you got to change up something on that game plan.
Yeah, but, oh, you missed a tech. You're going to be able to get through there. Down tilt's clanking.
Oh, are you making it back,
You
though?
lost your jump.
The fire, it should be a wrap and finishes the play, and Pinkfresh is going to take it over Willy. Game 5.
That was a close game, and that could have gone south so fast. If situation here, situation there,